King Charles commemorates his 75th birthday, prompting a nostalgic reflection on 75 key moments that have marked his life. Brace yourself, as this compilation will entail 40 insights in this narrative and an additional 35 in the subsequent one. 1. Born amidst the regal confines of Buckingham Palace on November 14, 1948, Charles made his entrance into the world at 9:14 p.m. via a C-section following a grueling 30-hour labor. 2. His birth diverged from the norm in royal traditions as it didn't involve the attendance of a senior politician, a customary measure to affirm the newborn's legitimate lineage to the monarch, marking a departure since the 17th century. 3. Charles held the distinction of being the foremost royal infant born at Buckingham Palace in the 20th century. 4. During his birth, Prince Philip, Charles's father, opted to play squash, remarking upon seeing his newborn son that he resembled a plum pudding. 5. Charles received a ceremonial dousing with water sourced from the Jordan River during his baptism. 6. At just a year old, Charles experienced a separated Christmas from his parents, who were in Malta while Prince Philip served in the Royal Navy. This instance marked the absence of his parents during significant milestones like his initial steps and first teeth. 7. It's recounted that Charles' inaugural word was Nana, directed towards his nanny Mabel Anderson. 8. His close rapport with his maternal grandmother, the Queen Mother, fostered his fondness for nature and art. At the age of 2, he'd sit on her bed, exploring the array of colors in her lipstick tubes. 9. Encouraging kindness, his grandmother prompted Charles to share sweets with others and choose the weakest individual first while picking teammates for games. 10. At a mere 3 years old, Charles witnessed his mother's ascension to queenhood. He attended her coronation at Westminster Abbey on June 2, 1953, already standing as the heir to the throne. 11. Winston Churchill, meeting Charles before his 4th birthday, quipped, "He is too young to think so much." 12. Charles's governess, Catherine Peoples, described him as hypersensitive, solitary, excessively shy, and inclined towards quiet pursuits such as reading and drawing. 13. Charles was officially designated as the Prince of Wales at the age of 9. This title, exclusively bestowed upon a male heir, was not an automatic privilege. His investiture occurred in 1958. 14. Alongside the title of Prince of Wales, Charles was granted several other honorary titles including Earl of Chester, Duke of Cornwall, Duke of Rothesay, Earl of Carrick, Baron Renfrew, Lord of the Isles, Prince, and Grand Steward of Scotland. 15. The formal investiture ceremony as Prince of Wales transpired in 1969 at Carnarvon Castle, where Charles delivered a speech in Welsh. 16. At 8, Queen Elizabeth decided on Charles attending regular school with other children rather than continuing the royal tradition of homeschooling. His educational journey commenced at Hill House School in London in 1956, followed by Cheam, a preparatory school in Hampshire. 17. Subsequently, Charles enrolled at Gordonstoun High School in the Scottish Highlands, a choice influenced by his father, Prince Philip, despite the Queen's initial reservations, acknowledging Gordonstoun's positive impact on Prince Philip. 18. However, Charles expressed discontent with Gordonstoun, dubbing it Colditz in Kilts, a stark comparison to Colditz Castle, a World War II concentration camp in Germany. His letters conveyed distress. "It's such hell here, especially at night. They throw slippers at me all night, or hit me with pillows, or run across the room and hit me as hard as they can and then come back again." 19. Charles encountered bullying at school due to his prominent ears. Attempts by his great-uncle, Louis Mountbatten, to convince his parents to permit corrective surgery were unsuccessful. 20. In Prince Harry's memoirs, he reflected on Charles' enduring attachment to a teddy bear from his Gordonstoun days, a bear with broken arms and dangling strings, that seemed to articulate the solitude of his childhood more eloquently than words ever could. 21. At 14, Charles found himself entangled in a public scandal during a school trip to the Isle of Lewis. In an unauthorized act, he ordered a cherry brandy at a bar, an act that saw repercussions, including his bodyguard losing his job due to a reporter's presence. 22. When queried about his father's strictness in an interview at 20, Charles notably replied, "All the time, yes," showcasing a candid side not often glimpsed in royal interactions. 23. An enriching 6-month stint at Timbertop School in Australia as part of his education held a special place in Charles's memories, marked as the most enjoyable part of his education. 24. Prince Charles has had a diverse educational journey. He spent time at Aberystwyth University College, delving into Welsh history and mastering the Welsh language. This experience shaped his early understanding of history and culture. 25. His academic pursuits continued as he studied archaeology, anthropology, and history at Trinity College. In 1970, he achieved a significant milestone by graduating from Cambridge University with a Bachelor of Arts degree, becoming the first heir to the throne to earn a university degree. Trinity College Master Lord Butler commended Charles for his honorable character. 26. Beyond academia, Charles has displayed a passion for music. Despite his self-proclaimed lack of skill, he managed to play the cello within the Trinity College Orchestra. His proficiency extends to 3 instruments: cello, piano, and trumpet. 27. Early experiences on stage, such as playing Macbeth in a school play at the age of 17, brought Charles immense joy and a taste for performing arts. 28. Art has been a significant part of Charles's life. Growing up surrounded by art inspired him to pursue drawing and painting, particularly landscapes, drawing inspiration from the natural beauty around places like Balmoral. He sells lithographs of his work, with proceeds benefiting charitable causes through the Prince of Wales Charitable Trust. 29. His diplomatic experiences began early, marked by his first trip to Washington in 1970. Reflecting on the visit, he humorously recalled the attempts to arrange a marriage with Tricia Nixon. Over the years, Charles visited Washington numerous times and engaged with every American president. 30. Following the royal tradition of military service, Charles underwent training at the Royal Air Force College and the Royal Naval College at Dartmouth. He served on various vessels, including HMS Norfolk, HMS Minerva, and HMS Jupiter, with speculation that these deployments aimed to keep him distant from Camilla Shand, who later married Andrew Parker Bowles during Charles's naval service. 31. Notably, Prince Charles became a qualified pilot, mastering various aircraft from the Chipmunk Basic Pilot Trainer to the F-4 Phantom He fighter and classic World War II Spitfire fighter. 32. His aviation achievements were unprecedented within the royal family. After training at Cambridge University's Aviation Squadron, Charles pursued jet pilot training at the Royal Air Force in Cranwell, a distinction for a member of the royal family. 33. Charles developed an interest in scuba diving in the 1970s, exploring numerous shipwreck sites. Notably, in 1975, he spent almost an hour exploring the wreck of the Mary Rose, King Henry VII's flagship, underwater. 34. Besides his military and academic pursuits, Charles engaged in various sports like horse racing, polo, and sailing. 35. Charles's fascination with magic led to his acceptance into the Magic Circle in 1975, an organization dedicated to the art of magic tricks. 36. In 1980, Prince Charles authored a children's book titled The Old Man of Lochnagar, based on stories he shared with his younger brothers. The narrative revolves around an old man seeking a tranquil spot for a bath in the caves near Balmoral. An animated adaptation followed, with Charles lending his voice as the narrator. 37. His literary contributions expand beyond children's books, with Charles co-authoring several books on ecology, architecture, and sustainability. 38. Interestingly, Charles briefly sported a beard, adding a distinctive touch to his appearance. 39. His personal connections and interactions include sending flowers to Barbra Streisand, prompting her to humorously remark about being a potential Jewish princess. 40. Charles even ventured into presenting a weather forecast during a visit to BBC Scotland's headquarters in Glasgow. Prince Charles's life has been marked by a diverse range of interests, accomplishments, and engagements, showcasing a multifaceted personality beyond his royal obligations. His pursuits span the realms of education, arts, military service, aviation, sports, literature, and more, illustrating a multifaceted individual with a broad spectrum of interests and talents. You can see 35 more facts in the following review. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.